welcome back to the Nomad method. I wanted to get on here and talk to you guys about shared homes, and if you've ever stayed in like a hostel or anything like that, you know what I'm about to say.
You will never be at this age again. Please do what makes you happy.
There's a community exchange and character development where you're like, okay, I get to really, be myself and kind of like show up how I want. But once you're actually there for like more than 24 hours, you realize something. You don't just share walls, you share everything. And so I feel like I'm finally at the point where I can say it out loud. I don't like sharing. And when I'm in these places, I think about it like, okay, well, I'm maybe used to sharing. I've done this with my family. I've done this in other places. Like, I can continue to. It's not that I can't, But I'm like, is this really for me? Let's talk about it. The first thing you might notice is that there's always some secret system in place. So everyone kind of has their own shelf for all your things, and then lots of rules that you ought to follow. So it's almost like a territory thing, especially if there are labels and things, you know where your stuff goes and where it doesn't. And people expect you not to cross those boundaries. When you come in as a new person, it's always kind of like you're expected to just figure it out. And especially if you don't have like a host or someone to show you around, it's kind of just, well, you're here, so I hope you figure it out, find your own spot. And hopefully you have one, especially because in situations like this where there are long-term stays, some people are staying longer than you, have been there longer than you, plan to stay longer, and you might notice being treated like you're staying for a shorter amount of time. I don't really know how to describe it, but it's a really interesting feeling. So there's just a little pressure to be like quiet, don't enter someone else's territory, and also like pay attention to the culture, listen before you speak and notice who's friends with who and things like that before you try to get all up in everybody's face and be anyone's friend. All that kind of stuff that you're walking into that's already established. And so it's just important to understand the structure. Personally, I feel like shared homes don't really do boundaries well. And that's something that I've been working on, and you probably realize this too, is that you come in having an expectation that, things are going to go the way that you like them, but you realize that some people might not come from a place that has those types of routines or those types of expectations and those boundaries, that it's like you have to keep reinforcing them from the get-go. And it's not even major stuff. You'll see thin walls or open doors or not much privacy. You could be watching a show on the TV and somebody's in the next room arguing. Maybe you want to be in a meeting and someone is literally doing laundry right next to you. Even like in general, the place that I'm at now, it's fine because they have quiet hours. But like this morning, literally 6 a.m., I woke up because somebody was watching a sitcom, listening to laugh tracks on the TV, full blast. I had to go out and be like, girl, turn this off. And the shared bathroom situation, like I said, I've done it before. You probably have too. It's doable, right? It's doable. But like shared bathrooms are where boundaries completely die. Like zero respect, zero privacy, like that's where it ends, okay? Because you don't have a designated space, and if you try to find one, someone might use your things, move your things, rearrange everything. This space is meant to stay this way, and you are just a guest. So your job is to come in and get out. Anything else that you might change or be interested in making happen is not going to be a thing. And so they make you feel that way, like whatever you're doing right now, stop it, It's really subtle though. It's super subtle. For example, right now I'm on my computer and there's this really sweet seating area, and I moved this table from over there to right here so that I could work on it. But I know that if I left it right here, it'll get moved back in like an hour. I'm not sure who is the one moving them, but somebody will, because they're like, that's not supposed to be there. And so you have to be willing to be a little flexible and also ask questions if there's something and it's like, hey, you know, what happened? You've got to be willing to speak up for yourself, because people can make you feel like your presence is temporary, interruptive, or invisible, even though you're paying the same price as everybody else per night, that is. I feel like it exists in this weird world of too many rules, but also not enough rules. Some strange things be happening, okay? Because people do what they want to do, and it's okay. Like, do what you want to do. At the end of the day, we're all adults. I make my own decisions every day. Everybody else makes their own decisions. I'm not hating on you or trying to police you, but I'm judging a little bit, just a little, because it's just like, you know, sometimes you see things and you're like, whatever. It's just a little bit of emotional gymnastics, if you know what I mean. You're trying to keep your calm, but you're like confused sometimes. You're intrigued sometimes. You're excited, maybe cooking your food and stuff, and you're like, okay, this about to be good. You turn the stove on, you get it ready, and walk out, and then when you come back, somebody turned it off. And your water is not boiling in that pot. And it's like, okay, you know, deep breath, turn it back on, because it's really not a big deal. Like, at the end of the day, it's not a big deal. But if you know what I'm talking about, you know. If you know, you know. That's what happens. And it just takes a lot of patience, a lot of boundary setting, a lot of honesty with yourself about how things make you feel, how you want things to let you feel, because I'm not necessarily one to say, you're letting yourself feel that way. You don't have to feel that way. You're making yourself feel that way. I understand why people say that, but honestly, I personally listen to my intuition and my feelings a lot to guide the decisions I do. And this morning when I was woken up at 6 a.m., I was feeling really irritated. And I'm like, well, I could chop it up to say she's just trying to have a good time and I'm making myself feel irritated for being woken up. But at the end of the day, it's 6 a.m. Why is the TV so loud? I'm gonna say something about it because I'm irritated and you made me that way, so you can stop it. And you know, if you agree with me, comment down below. If you disagree, I'm happy to discuss that too. The other thing I wanted to talk about is just social integration. I feel like being in a shared home sometimes forces you into like awkward social situations a little bit, where it's like, it's a little bit tedious, especially when people are always moving around doing their own thing. And so I personally just kind of sit back, and if people want to come up to me and talk to me, that's fine. I'm not going to jump in your face and interrupt you, or I don't know what you have going on, that's okay. So it's always up to you based on your personality, if you're outgoing or you're introverted, and if you're going to take that step and go and like start that conversation. It's really no big deal, I think, either way, especially like here where I'm at in Costa Rica. People are super chill. They really like, they're not going to be offended by it, but I can understand that sometimes it can be awkward, and I think that's important for me to share, is that it's going to be awkward sometimes. I wanted to get on here and rant a little bit just to get it off my chest, but at the end of the day, I think I will, of course, still continue to stay in shared homes and hostels and things like that, because I think it's a really, really great way to meet other people, and I would recommend it to anyone, so long as you're prepared and you are the type of person that can handle things like this. You'll meet amazing people, and you have delicious meals, and you have a great time. And so I definitely think that the pros outweigh the cons in this way. I do really love the whole opportunity to be socially involved and just have a more of an ecosystem feeling around you. But I can say I'm done sharing bathrooms. Never again. This is the last time. I can't do it anymore. I'm telling y'all. Never again. So if it's gonna be a hostel, it's gonna be a hostel with a private room and a private bathroom. I found one for my next place, and I can't wait to show you guys. So, you know, stay tuned. I'm headed off to Panama City pretty soon. So thanks for sticking with me. If you liked this video, like and comment down below, and also follow my Instagram at loveda.xo.